Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go.
All right, everyone. It's your favorite political innovator here, David Washington. And no, it's not Monday for you guys. It's actually Sunday afternoon, about maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. Just finished an interview with my friend, Stephanie Quinn Yu of Live Now from Fox. We'll post that video on our socials. Please check it out. We talked about, of course, Donald J. Trump. Anyway, hey, I'm here to bring you again 5 minutes or thereof, political innuendo, campaign insights, and the secret sauce to winning campaign strategies. And I do mean winning, okay? 50% win rate, not too shabby in this particular field. So something was introduced to me recently called clip farming. And it came across my LinkedIn page. There was a virtual call or a virtual conference or meeting about clip farming. And thank you to the Black Consultants Group for posting that. And I'm like, clip farming? Okay, is this what I think it is? I was like, I don't know about that. So, of course, I had to investigate. And it was a little bit about what I thought it was within some. And so I investigated and, I'm doing this podcast in regards to it. And so in modern political consulting, clip farming is the deliberate practice of engineering or outsourcing short form video snippets, like on TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts, and they're designed to maximize algorithmic distribution, provoke outrage or validation, and flood the digital ecosystem. Pretty much, yeah. So relying on the typical centralized campaign pages, consultants weaponize armies of independent or paid clippers to distribute content organically. Yeah. And you guys know how I feel about organic content. It has to be natural. It has to be authentic. Well, clip farming takes that to a whole different level as far as quantity in the political ecosystem. And so we're moving toward a post-text, post-primary source. Post-text, post-primary source electorate. Campaigns will no longer build communication strategies around press releases or formal speeches. That is very true, especially on the very local level with very small budgets. We're looking at the fundamental change in how we create our campaign strategies and, of course, execute those strategies. Things are changing. So instead, speeches will be written explicitly, and maybe written by AI, but written explicitly as a collection of 45-second clickbait sound bites. Sound bites. Sounds familiar? Y'all back in the 80s, you all remember that. Sound bites. Political consulting firms will increasingly behave like decentralized affiliate marketing agencies, paying bounties to networks of young creators to manufacture political momentum. How about that? Not influencers, right? But creators who will take long form content, right? Clip it up into intriguing thought-provoking, maybe emotionally causing content that will get people talking and, of course, go viral. So I took a look at this a little bit further. There's an article that I read by Ed Elson, who talked about clip farming, and he's in this marketing political strategy space. And here's the pros, and I'll talk about the cons. But the pros are decentralized plausible deniability. We know what that is. So if we are farming out content to be clipped and we create posts that are highly aggressive, deeply partisan, or edgy, and it does well, the official campaign will reap the benefits without direct mainstream media heat for the Tony. So if a third party sends that stuff out and it hits, campaign wins. So algorithmic arbitrage over ad spend. Meta, Google, their content, their ads are expensive. And for most campaigns, they just can't afford a big budget for ad spend. So a network of clippers are incentivized by view bounties or creator funds that can generate hundreds of millions of impressions at a fraction of the cost. Not bad. Facebook, Google, those are platforms that had their purpose at one point, buying ads and feeding their ad ecosystem. With clip farming, now you farm out your long form content to third party creators who will take that long form content and create the sound bites, the short form content that you can use on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and so forth and so on to get to the audience that you need to get to. Another pro, voter penetration of the uninterested. Citizens who would never intentionally consume a political podcast or policy debate are suddenly absorbing, that's right, absorbing the candidate's core messaging because a 30-second snippet popped up between cooking and comedy videos. Hey, you're sitting there and your cat video finishes and boom, there's my candidate for state senator right there. 30 seconds, boom, boom, boom. We're getting our message across to you. So here are the cons and ethical dilemmas. The death of nuance. Politics requires context, and clip farming inherently selects for the most inflammatory, dramatic, or combative moments, stripping away anything policy related that has substance for fear of theatrical dunks. You got to have context. You have to be careful when you use third parties who create this content, are creating the content with the context of the overall message being displayed, getting to the viewers and understanding that this is the message that you want to convey to them. Another con or ethical dilemma here is weaponized decentralization and decontextualization. Say that real fast, okay? Weaponized decontextualization. This means that when monetization or virality, something goes viral, is tied strictly to views, clippers are heavily incentivized to edit videos deceptively. Yeah, this may create a problem, you think, for the campaign? Definitely. It may create some type of crisis that the campaign was not really prepared for. So you want to make sure, going back to the other point that we just made, context, that when you farm out this content, that the creators understand that ultimately you want the message that is clipped to maintain its consistency and context. Lastly, the lose, lose, lose monetization. So, as ad executives at Meta or Google, all these social media platforms, note it creates an environment where intellectual property is stripped from the creator. Yeah, you don't own it anymore. The consumer gets an incomplete narrative. So, whatever comes before the consumer, this is what they perceive as your campaign. So, as the candidate, you lose control over the safety of the placement of the clip, of the content. You want to make sure, again, when you're farming out your content, that the message remains consistent, the context remains in place, and that the message, the content is reaching the people that needs to reach for your message to resonate and part of your greater strategy for a winning campaign. Woo! So again, I'm kind of skeptical about clip farming. I don't. I just don't see many creators who take long form content understanding in the political space, the importance of maintaining the context of your messaging as a campaign, as a candidate. So, as a political consultant, campaign manager, advisor, I just want to caution you and caution the candidates also. Caution everyone in the political space to make sure that you vet third party clip farmers, third party advisors, third party content creators, and make it very clear with them that the information that they're creating, the new message that they're creating, is in the right context. Put it in the contract and make sure that there is a rapid vetting of the new content by the campaign and those in charge before it goes out. So, on that note, said a lot, but that's okay. I want to make sure that you get the right information at the right time, every time. I'm David Washington. This is Countertop Politics. If you enjoy the content that you see and hear here at the Countertop Politics podcast, please like, share, hit the notification button, and more importantly, comment. We'll love to hear what you have to say. And let's keep it respectful and tactful and relevant to the matter at hand. Please, again, share this with those family members, friends, those influencers in the wild, those candidates and electeds who could benefit from this type of information across all of our Jane Washington Network properties. That's right, Countertop Politics, the David Washington Show, the Fernandez Legacy, From the Margins with Jimmy Afant, Ground Zero, Florida. And then a special podcast from our young associates, our media director and producer, Sean King, The King Experience. Check that out. That is, or is it The King Exchange? Oh boy, he's going to kill me. Anyway, check out The King Exchange, The King Experience, The King Exchange. I think that's what it is. Oh, he's going to kill me. Check it out. It's in our network. Some really great stuff. We got some really good interviews coming up. And of course, we'll see you the next time. I'm David Washington. Thank you. Love you. Take care. God bless. Bye now.